Hello everyone, welcome to my first solo video on 2cc's of Dopamine. This is Loki, and I will be playing Hollow Knight today. If you want to see the same video without my commentary, be sure to check out our channel. There should be two different playlists, and one of them should say no commentary. And while you're there, like and subscribe, and I'll let you get back to this commentated playthrough series of Hollow Knight. In wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret, for none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught we changed, base instincts were redeemed, a world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. And we're off to Hollow Knight. I love this cutscene showing the Hollow Knight off and showing the infection growing and becoming too much. It's just such a cool way to showcase the premise of the game without actually giving any technical spoilers, even though it kind of does. But you don't really realize that at the first start of the game. And there's our little knight wandering through the town. Is that the town? I don't honestly know. It kind of looked like it at first, but now I'm second guessing it. I also love this part. He just looks out on the town and then just... Oh, hold on. He just... jumps. I didn't time that quite right. And here we are in the cave. I did have to have some technical issues, but by the time I figured it out, we were good to go. And I was breaking things immediately, as one does. Breaking all of the doors. I didn't get hit by the bug this time. I normally do get hit by that bug. It throws me off because I'm just breaking doors, and it's usually been a long time since I've started the game over, because I've played all the way through to the second stage of Grim, and I've beaten the game. I have not beaten the Radiance yet, but I am in fact working towards that. But I figured I would just restart anyway and do that. And I forgot to read that, but that's okay. It was just telling me how to use my soul so I could heal myself, which it hasn't gotten to yet. The point of me needing it. And that spike always gets me. I don't know what it is about spikes, especially that one. I even played the beginning of this game recently, and that spike still managed to get me, but... you know, I don't know what happens. It happens all the time. This one, too, also almost always gets me. Thankfully, it didn't that time, but normally it does. As I'm walking through this level, I'm just kind of getting through the basic part of it that I have done a few times now at this point. I believe I've started the game once on PlayStation and 3 times on PC, maybe even a 4th time on PC. So I've definitely played this game a couple times. But it had been a minute since I had played, and so I wanted to start over. And I figured I'd record it so you guys could watch me do this real time and try and figure out the way through this pathing. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Within our lands, do not hide your true form. Let all bask in your majesty, for only this kingdom could produce one such as you. I forgot to break something, I guess. I had to go back for that. This is the first run I think I've gotten this without having any sort of dash or anything, where I just went straight for it and I jumped over the pit by hitting the spikes, and I just went for it. I normally don't do that. Especially when it's something where I think that the game wants you to have a certain ability. I don't risk it because then I'm worried I'm gonna get stuck, and I don't want to get soft locked and have to die somewhere where I can't get my shade back. So I tend to not take risks like that, but I was risky this time and it paid off. I got Fury of the Fallen before I was even supposed to. And up I go. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal kingdom, Hollow Nest. And away I go to break the door to get into Hollow Nest. Here we go, into the real game. I love how you just jump off of cliffs and just land and everything's just completely fine. And the art style in this game is so good. Look at all the little flies on the lanterns, like, they're so cute. I don't know why I, like, considered talking to him at first and then went and sat on the bench. I'm not sure what that debate was about, but I just was apparently really torn between the bench and talking to him, as if I can't do both. After talking to him, I headed over, looked at my charms again for some reason. I'm not sure what I was planning to do. Checked out Zelda and Cornifer's door. They'll be opening soon for all of our mapping supplies, apparently. I just have to find Cornifer first, which I will be doing so within this episode, so don't worry. And down I go into the well. Now that I'm down here, again, breaking everything, as one does in this game. I'm a lot more confident than I was the very first time I played this. I didn't even go near that because I was really scared of those guys. And as you can see, that's no longer the case, because I just jumped right down there and killed them. I get lost very easily in this game when I don't have a map. So I was going the correct direction, but I thought I was going the correct direction the entire time, and I was not. And you'll see that soon, that I get very lost very quickly. So as I'm walking over here, I stop in the Black Egg Temple, because why not? Gotta take a look at it. And of course, we're delighted to meet another traveler on these roads. You're a short one, but you have a strong look about you. I'm Quirrell. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom, and this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery, and who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us. Quirrell's words of wisdom. And I kind of forgot that there was nothing else in this palace, so I went over there first, and then I went back out. And away I go, to try and find the first boss of this game. And I thought I could break that, I couldn't. So, we're just gonna skip over that. Kill some more enemies, grab some more geo, break a lot of things on the way, you know, the works. Those guys also terrified me. Those ones especially, the rhino horn ones, terrifying to start out with. This spike here, I tried for so long to do like a little trick shot thing. I, at some point, was standing underneath of it, hit it, and it flew upward at something and hit something. And this was a while ago, so I don't have anything saved of it. But every time I go by that spike, I try to do it again, and half the time I just get hit and I take damage for literally no reason. Anyway, this fight, the first time I was able to take it, which was the last run through I had done, I skipped it because I was worried about not being able to do it with dash, because I like dash in this fight. But as you can see, that didn't matter. I got the fight, I got the grub. And we're moving right along. I couldn't remember if there was a secret room in that one, so I tried to check it out and there was nothing there. So I turned around and went the other way. And now here's the part where I started getting a little lost, because I went down and I was thinking that I was going the right way, and then I saw the gem area of this place, Crystal Peak, and I got in here and I decided I'd go talk to Mila, because why not? And her poem, bury my mother pale and slight, bury my father with his eyes shut tight, bury my sisters 2 by 2, and then when you're done, let's bury me too. Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. And I forgot to heal, so I quickly healed, and then I walked away. And I thought I knew where I was going based off of where Crystal Peak is located in the grand scheme of things, but I got lost. Fought these guys, took damage that I probably didn't need to take, but you know, that happens all the time in this game. It's one of my biggest things that I do, is just constantly take damage when I didn't really need to, or get unlocked in, like that. The spikes, the damn spikes, they get me every time, I swear. So I healed, I kind of sat there for a second, as you could see, to contemplate my life decisions on playing this game and recording when I die to something like that. And then I went back because I realized that there was this room here that I forgot is locked for now. So I went back up and went back to where I was already headed and almost died to the spike again. But that's fine, we didn't, so it's alright. Here, I was very confident that I was on my way to the boss room. I thought I had it. I thought I was good. Spoiler alert, I was not good. As I was walking through here, I don't remember what was going through my head. I think I was trying to figure out if I could actually get to that grub up there above me, or if I would have to wait until I had some sort of double jump, wall climb, something to help me out. But I kept going up here to this geopot up here. Killed this mosquito, as one does. Broke this rock. Got more geo. Really collecting the geo fast. As I'm walking along, I did try to go for that grub, as you saw, but I decided ultimately that I couldn't reach it, and so off I went. And then I got here and I realized that I did not actually know where I was going, and I was in fact very lost. Yet again, as I always do before I get a map in one of these areas, no matter how well I know the map, I always get lost. So I climbed up this slowly, trying not to take any damage. Obviously, those bugs are the bane of my existence, little grub flies or whatever they're called. But I made it all the way back up here, and I decided I may as well go check in on the grub father. Get some more geo, why not, you know? So, my father gave me some money for saving one of his grubs. Not to brag, but I did get that grub. And I got rewarded for it, so we're good. We're on the way. On the way back to try and not get lost again. And I kind of sat and contemplated where I wanted to go, if there was anywhere else I could go. I jumped down here, got hit by a fly I couldn't see. And then I remembered that, oh yeah, I can't get past this place yet. This is the Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hollowness descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. And then I just had to check, and yep, I could not fight him yet. So away I went to try and find the boss I was looking for. The False Knight. Oh hey, secret room. I went through this room. I kind of forgot what this room was while I was in it, so I was kind of hesitant to go in, worrying that I would miss something or get stuck. But I did go up here, thinking there was something up there I could use, but my soul was full, so I couldn't. And then I saw that I needed the dash, and so I left again. And back I went to try and figure out where I actually needed to go to defeat this boss. I didn't know if I should go down just yet, but I decided on it. And this is where I find Cornifer. Finally. Hello there. I'm gonna voice over this part again. And of course I purchased a map of the area. So now I'm hopefully not as lost. A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you've not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife, Zelda. She's just now opening our new map shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. So, I obviously can't find my way without the compass, but I decided to explore down first, because why not? So I went down, and I know already that going too far down leads to the Fog Canyon, and I don't really want to go to the Fog Canyon right now. So I kind of look around to see what I can find down here, and I end up in this room, which has a bunch of these little armored worm guys. I don't remember what their name is, what they're called in this game, but they're just little worms that poke out and try to stab you. And I tried to jump off of it to get to that, and decided I was not good enough at parkour to try that. So, one thing you'll notice is that I'm really bad at parkour in this game. Anytime it's a parkour heavy area, specifically at the end of the game, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to spoil it. But at the end of the game, I struggle heavily because I am not that great at parkour. I have to be very careful, very deliberate, and very slow with all of my steps so I can make sure to place them correctly. But I got this grub, rescued the grub, and I walked back out of this room and decided to keep exploring over here. Because what else am I gonna do? I'm lost already, I may as well. I considered trying that jump again, decided against it because, again, not good at parkour. So, I went back out. And I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted to go next, but I just tried to go to the right this time, just to see what I could find. And I found all of these geopots, grabbed them, fell, had to get back up. Oh well, not the end of the world. And fell again. Remember that not good at parkour thing? I'm also not good at simple things like staying on platforms. That does come into play later as well, later in gameplay. And then there's this secret wall here that I can get if I also break this geopot, but I decided to turn around for some reason. I'm not really sure why. It might have been knocking me off the rock. I don't fully remember. But then I walked through here, grabbed another geopot that was up here, and completely skipped the boss fight that's in here. It's not really a boss. It's more of like a little mini boss fight to unlock an area. I thought about it for a minute and decided, what the hell. It's not that crazy of a fight. I can just do it quick. And I got hit immediately, as I do when I'm overly confident in things like this. So I killed that one aspid. Healed up a little bit. I was trying to wait for them to come close enough that I could hit them without unblocking myself from them shooting me. And then that one got a little too close, so I just killed it. And then this was just the one, so I decided to follow it around because I got bored of hiding, I guess. I don't know. And I collected my geo very slowly because I don't have the swarm that helps me out with that. And away I went. I opened my map and I realized at that point that I could not use the map to my advantage. So I would have to figure it out myself still until I got back upstairs to get the compass from Zelda. Grab some more geo. Who doesn't love more money? And away I tried to go. Again, that parkour thing, it comes back. It comes back a lot. Just trust. And this guy, I just kind of ran away from. I didn't feel like killing him again. And the mask started taunting me up above. I considered if I was able to even reach it, and decided I probably wouldn't be able to, so I just went down instead. And crossing these guys, just jumping over them just in case one of them pops up earlier than I expected to, even though they're on kind of a timer. Killed the mosquito on my way over. I always grab this one. Gotta be careful, because this guy pops up consistently enough that I gotta be careful to not get hit by him. And away I go again. I should count how many times I say away I go, because I swear I've said it a lot. Killing some mosquitoes, as one does. A few days ago, as of recording this video, we had a stream out where we talked about Hollow Knight on the stream while playing Slay the Spire. And I unintentionally created a really funny joke. We were talking about one of the bosses that my partner was struggling with in this game. And it's the roly-poly guys. I believe they're called like Sentinel Knights or something like that. But there's like 6 of them or something, and they all attack you kind of at once. And I couldn't remember what they were called, and I completely just did. I pictured them in my head, and I was thinking like the roly-poly bugs, like the pill bug type guys. And out loud, on stream, live, I said, the bugs. Not what bugs, but, you know, I just said that they were the bugs. Anyway, I grabbed the stag station, and finally, I can head back up to Dirtmouth, and I can get myself a compass so that I'm not lost. Now you would think that I, already struggling with the map, would go up to Dirtmouth to get the compass for this map, right? Wrong. I go up the elevator, and I actually juked myself in my own voiceover here. And then I go back down, and go back into the Forgotten Crossroads, because I don't need a compass. I have a map now. Surely I can figure out where I need to go from here. I sat back in the bench again to save my progress there. And off I went again to search without a compass for this boss. I was so confident that I suddenly remembered how to do it. And then I got stuck trying to kill a mosquito. Don't mind that. Killed the little guy. Went on my way back up. Looked at the map, and of course, I don't have a compass. I tried to remember where I was on the map. Also to no avail, because I need a compass, because I have a very hard time with directions, even in real life. And yeah, I just kind of started killing things. And then I found this room, and I was like, okay, this has gotta be it, right? This has gotta be the boss room. And for once, I was right. I actually did have it in the bag. I was at the boss room. I kind of didn't want to fight this guy the easy way. There's a little bit of a cheat way to kill him, so I went down here and I did it. If you lead him over to this corner, you can actually avoid almost all of his attacks while still keeping the aggro by just standing there. And you can just walk back and forth and hit him and run away, and hit him and run away. And it's a lot harder to do without dash, but it does work. You just can't jump over that attack that he has. So you do have to be really careful if you do it that way. But it works out for me. And even though I whiffed that shot, I still eventually, slowly but surely, oop, another whiff. Slowly but surely I managed to kill him. So after I killed this guy, I went over to kill some other guys. Got hit because I wasn't paying attention. And then I had to take a brief pause, so there's a cut right here. And back I am at the game. And so I was killing these guys, just getting some extra geo, getting them taken care of, all of that. And then I moved on without going up to the secret area. Then I realized I never went to the secret area, so I went back. And up I go. Now this area you can only really open if the guy at the bottom hits the door open. I don't know if you saw that earlier in the clip. But then this area past this point requires Crystal Dash, which I do not have at this point. So off I go back again to go get to the boss fight. And boss fights, even when I was trying to do commentary at the same time as I was recording, the boss fights were incredibly difficult to commentate for. So, now that I'm doing this separately, it's a lot easier for me to lock in and actually defeat these bosses. Now, this fight's especially difficult because if you don't kill these guys first, they are the first enemies within the boss fight because the door at the other side of the arena closes on you. So if you're not able to get these guys killed first, then you have basically little goons after you too at the same time, which is really difficult to try and keep track of, for me at least. Alright, now that triggers the fight. As I'm going here, I'm just attacking whatever I can and trying to jump over the attacks that he's making and hit as much as I can. And he pops out of his armor just enough for me to get some hits on him. And I've already gone through stage 1. Now here he gets angry and starts spewing magma down. And so now, I'm just kind of waiting and making sure I don't get hit, because getting hit is the worst part of this fight. As is most fights, but this fight, it can be a lot harder to avoid them sometimes. Especially once you get into later stages where you have the magma falling that you also have to keep in mind. So I'm just kind of trying to dodge. Obviously I miscalculated what he had there. He's really close to me here, so I get a little scared. I run the other way. But it's fine, because he pops out, which means I get a chance to heal, and then I can up my soul as well. And he jumps to the middle and I almost get hit there. Dodging the magma again, which is, again, very difficult to do sometimes, especially on stage 3 like I am now. And as you can tell, there's a lot more magma kind of falling. And trying to jump over that mallet before it hits the ground so I don't get hit by it. These, like, strike waves are just kind of something I have to wait on. His moves are very different, but in the moment it can be really confusing because both of them involve him just rearing back and getting ready to hit, so it can be hard to tell the difference between them. And now at this point you just stay out of the middle, and he ends up knocking himself down. And I forgot about the little secret in the top corner, if you caught it. I've done it before, but I forgot about it in this moment, so. And there we go. The false knight is dead. Boss 1 completed. And I got the city crest for that. And then I also always try to, because I found this out from a friend. This wasn't even something I knew about. But at the top of his mallet there, the little mace bit of it, is actually a little bug, and look at him go! Look at him run! And if you hit him, he goes back into his little shell, and then he runs the other way. And so I just kind of followed him out. I walked this way with him, followed him all the way through the door, and unfortunately he doesn't come with you through the door. You have to wait, or you have to leave him there. But after this boss fight, you go into this room after I check for a secret passage there. You go into this room where you have this kind of witchy vibe, like witch doctor kind of vibe. And as you go into the house, you meet the witch in charge. What? Who is that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange, empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down to the Hollow Nest's corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help? Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift. A nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. And I get to finally throw soul around. Not dash yet, unfortunately. I don't get to dash. But I get knocked out. Consumed the vengeful spirit. Unleash the spirit. Spells will deplete soul or replenish soul by striking enemies. And here we go. Eventually, I wake up. And if I talk to the shaman... You've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but seemed to have slipped away myself. Now we're awake. I was wondering whether you could do me a small favor. Not as repayment for my gift, of course, simply because we're now friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor, my friend. 'Cause, you know, friends knock you out and then ask you for favors. I do not choose to follow the tutorial here because I don't want to waste my soul because I don't need to. But as it tells me, if I were to tap circle, which yes, I'm playing on a PlayStation controller, I cannot play this game on keyboard and mouse. But I play it on a controller instead. I just plug in a PlayStation controller to my computer for the game. But as I keep going, eventually I do get to the point where I have to use it. I kind of forgot that there were boards here that I had to break, so that's why I jumped so high. And then I get down here, defeat some of these little guys. Just on my way, you know. Walking my way over. Tried to contemplate how I was gonna kill it because I didn't want to run into that one. I wanted to do this, where I look up and just keep him above my head, but alas, it didn't work out that way. So as I'm climbing through this area, I almost forgot that there was a bug there. I knew that this other area to the left here was here, and so I was trying to get there first. I hit that before realizing I don't need it, because I haven't taken damage at this point. I kill these guys, you know, make my way through this little secret area. Which it's honestly easier, some of these guys, it's just easier to jump over them as I just did right there. Because then they fall. And I missed, but it's fine. He falls down anyway. And then I grab some Geo. Can't go wrong with more Geo. And I'll grab this little blue glowing heart and all these little bugs. And I forget that the roly-poly guy is down there, and so I get hit by him and lose one of my blue masks immediately. Unfortunate, but oh well. I again did not see the wood there, so look down to make sure I'm falling into what I think I'm falling into, and then realizing. And use all my soul on the vengeful spirit. I miscalculated that. I take a lot of damage in this fight that I really don't need to. Just heal up really quick, make sure I don't die, and wait for him to throw another roly-poly at me to kill so that I can shoot another shot at him. And rinse and repeat. Here we go again. And another soul blast. And that knocks him dead. Grab the Geo and out we get. Well, of course, not without grabbing everything we can. I check down here, and out I go. So it's done then. You've slain the beast. The poor thing, it must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. And look, the gate between us has opened. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell and have faith. Whatever you are seeking, it will find you. Totally not backhanded at all, but you know. I'm gonna rest on this bench again just to quickly save my progress, and out I go again. And I tried to check the map again, and of course it still doesn't work because I still don't have the compass or the pen and quill to be able to write down where I've been. So I have no idea where I've been and what I've done and where I even currently am. Sorry if I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop down to our town? From Cornifer. What a great guy, Cornifer. I jumped back down here. I'm not really sure where I was going. I must have been going to the stag station at this point. I kind of forgot where I was going, though, a couple of different times, so. But eventually I make my way here, which is a new area. Hot Springs. And I get to the bench, rest, and away I go again. I sleep in, or not sleep. I mean, I guess it might be counted as sleep. I don't know. I rest in the benches any chance I get, just to make sure. I see if there's any way I can reach up there. There's not. And then once again, I travel through this area, kill this mosquito, definitely without taking any damage, trust. You didn't hear me healing. Anyway, I make my way through these caverns yet again to get back to the stag station. Killing mosquitoes on the way. I don't know why I didn't just face that one. Instead, I decided to go a very roundabout way to get to it, but whatever. I walk my way through here. All these little worm guys blocking my path. And there's my stag station sign. I get really happy when I see the stag station signs because that means I'm almost done. I'm almost to a point where I can go back and go wherever I want. In this case, back to Dirtmouth. But usually, in the case of most areas, back to safety. And up I go. This time actually going to Dirtmouth and not just opening the door. And on the bench I go. And we're gonna check out Cornifer and Iselda's shop.
Bapanada.
Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise! He's headed down below. He'll pop back occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I've not much interest in retail myself. Now let's see what's here for me to sell. Poor Iselda. trapped alone for a lot of the game, honestly. Until Cornifer comes back. And I decided to grab, obviously, the pen and quill, the compass, and then I also got some bench markers and some other helpful markers just so I knew where stuff was and where I could go to get stuff. Those pins are always... accidentally threw some soul at her there. Those pins are always very useful, but they can also be very cluttering, and so I just try to avoid them. The ones that I don't need, at least. I do enjoy having some of them because they're helpful to know where benches and stag stations are, especially. And back down I go to the Forgotten Crossroads. Because there's only one way to go, and it's further down. So I may as well start down. I was considering there if I wanted to go back up and go through the well, but I decided I was going down anyway. I may as well go all the way down from the stag station. And I haven't actually been up this way yet, so I decided to go through this room in its fullness, die to these little guys way more than I should have. Literally almost fully die to them. Somehow managed to pogo off of all of them. Heal back to full because I can't keep my health looking like that. I go up and get this Geo because I already almost died to the thing. I may as well take the rewards from it. And down I head. Now over this way, if I remember correctly, there is a town. But you have to do another kind of mini-boss fight to be able to get there. I don't remember which boss fights first, though. There's two of them, two more that I do in this video specifically, so stay tuned. Oh, and here's one now. I decided to go up just to check where I was, mainly, and to see if there was any reason. And then I realized that I never equipped the compass, so I couldn't even see where I was anyway. And I just decided, why not? I'll do this fight. Really grows some other... Now, this fight is one of the worst fights in my opinion because it's so hard to escape when you don't have dash. Like, what do you mean I'm supposed to act on a whim and get away from this without any sort of dash? There's multiple times where I run into it, like straight up just don't dodge it at all, mistime it, and run straight into it. And then there's stuff like that where it just randomly dives at you from like not that far away. And as I have this special ability, I'm now glowing red because I'm on my last life to this boss. And again, it jumps, bounces between the floor and ceiling. And I take more damage and more damage as I run into it yet again. And here I'm actively in a call saying, oh no, I'm gonna die to this thing. And thankfully I don't die to it, and I instead defeat it. And this is the part that creeps me out, because they burst actually just through the skin. It's not as gruesome as it sounds, but the, like, crawling under the skin is something that gives me, like, icky vibes. But then I kill all these guys, heal back up to full. Do I heal back up right away? I do. I was right. Heal back up to full, and away I go down to the city below. And unfortunately, I cannot reach the charm shop until I get dash, so I go the other way. Because if I can't get the charm shop, I may as well get another shopkeep. Oro, you oaf, you wield your nail like a club. Esme, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see. This old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I'm Sly. Usually I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for your good deed. If you don't know who Sly is, he's the only shopkeep we really get for a bit, and he's a little bit of a scammer sometimes. However, he's the only shopkeep we've got, and so whatever his prices are the prices that are set, and they don't change. Now that I've actually defeated the Gruzmother and done all of that, I decide to go up through this area that I haven't seen yet. Kill another one of these guys, this time not taking a ton of damage. And we are going up, up and up and up. Let's not get a copyright strike. But we're going up, up, and up more and back down because we can't go all the way up yet. Gotta check out this room. The train, the tram, I'm not sure what it calls it. We can't go on that yet though because we don't have a pass in it. Takes a while before I'm able to actually get that. So back up I go. Got another one of these guys. Almost get hit by one of those again. I debate going through here without the dash and decide against it. And down I go. Through this random hallway. I realized that parkour, as I've said, parkour is not my strong suit. Point in case. I try this again. And I die again. Because these spikes. I always forget how long my nail is and that I can hit before I need to, before I'm super close. And so sometimes it just doesn't click to me that I can just hit a little earlier and it doesn't have to be exact. Anyway, I get the grub and I walk back and I go back up here, contemplate that again, but decide it's not worth it, and away I go. I'm ultimately trying to get down, well, not down, but over to Green Path at this point. But at this point in time, I haven't gotten there quite yet, so now, I'm not entirely sure why I walked back and forth a couple times. I'm sure there was a reason, but either way, I walked in, I walked back out, and I kept going to the left towards Green Path. And I remembered that there's a secret door here. So I decided to fight this secret door, jump directly into the Aspid's blast, heal myself real quick, free the grub, and I'm on my way again. Still going up, still exploring some of Forgotten Crossroads, not quite getting to Green Path yet, just kind of exploring areas I haven't explored yet. Opening doors that I need to open so I can get to places a lot easier down the line. And then I considered going in here. I did check it out. It's way too dark without the Lumafly lantern, so I decide against it, and I go back up the other way. Now that I'm up here, I am actually going to head over to a bench so that I can equip this compass, because I really desperately need a compass at this point. So I head out in search of a bench. Now, since I don't have the compass, obviously it's a little bit more difficult to tell where benches are, but there are some areas, believe it or not, that I know without having to look at a map. Not many, but there are some, because it took me so many times of running back and forth to try and figure out where I was. Anyway, I'm walking across the top of the map essentially right now, so I get to the Egg Palace, and I knew where I was before, but now I definitely know where I am, and it is confirmed that I, am on the right track of where I want to go. So, I jump over here, And I go back up to Dirtmouth just to rest on a bench really quick. Get some charms equipped that I needed equipped. Update my map, because why not? And I almost forget to equip the charm yet again. I go to leave without equipping the compass charm. Call the stag, and I'm about to head out to the Forgotten Crossroads. Thankfully, there's another bench here. Do we think I caught it? And do we think I equipped the compass now? Nope. I kept going. And then I looked at the map and realized, wait, I don't have the compass, and so I went back. And finally, I actually equipped the compass. After forgetting twice, I equipped the compass, and now I can see where I am, so now I know where I can go. And now I was kind of trying to think of what the next step would be. Kind of just exploring this area a bit more as well. Trying to figure out what more I can even do, because I know that there's a lot of stuff that I can't really do yet, because I don't really have a ton of abilities. So I head my way this way, and I get stopped by an elevator, blocking my path. So I turn around, and I go back the other way. And I believe this is the moment where I decided that I was just gonna go to Green Path to try and get to my dash, which is gonna be so helpful in this section of the game. On my way back up, I realized that that's the dead end, and I did not need to trigger that enemy, but it's fine, because I can just leave the room and re-enter if I need to. Which I do. And I head up to the stag. And I consider if I want to go all the way around, or if I just want to go to Dirtmouth and back over. Pretty much any time I open this map, you can pretty much guarantee that I'm just trying to make a decision and am unsure as what I want to do exactly. So at this point, I'm going up, just trying to get around to get to Green Path as easy as possible without having to bypass any possible things that could go wrong. And I walk through here. Once again, check my map to make sure I'm going the right direction, even though there's only really one way to go at this point. I almost run right into his path, because him jumping over me apparently means that I need to run where he lands and not where he's jumped from. But I keep going, I keep killing enemies. I somehow managed to hit him upward while standing next to him. Pretty impressive if you ask me. But I just keep running, take a couple hits of damage, heal up, and eventually I do make my way to Green Path. Now here, if you remember, is where I went to get to Green Path. All I really had to do was go over to the left side, but I didn't know how far up I was at this point. So I went over almost to the Grubfather and decided I didn't really need to go back to the Grubfather right now, so I went down to Green Path. And if you remember, there was one of the roly-poly guys blocking the entrance. And so I had to rethink what I was doing, because I forgot how to fight this guy for a moment. So I got up on this podium, almost got hit twice by it, threw some soul at this guy, waited for him to throw me another guy to kill, kept throwing soul, and there we go. He's dead, and I can finally make my way to Green Path. Now, of course, Green Path has some acid parkour right at the beginning, because new area, new fight. Let's go right into it. So as I'm going through this, I somehow managed to do all the parkour. by some miracle. And I make my way through Green Path. And there's the title screen. Green Path. I'm here. Got some little bugs hiding in bushes. All of them are covered in leaves, or some form of cloak of some kind, like this guy. These guys are unironically one of my favorites, even though they just explode. I just think that's really funny that their defense mechanism is just casually exploding. But as I make my way through this tropical wonderland here, I begin to think about one of the people that you meet in this area, which is the hunter. And with the hunter, you actually have to kill so many of each creature in order to unlock it in the manual. And so I'm thinking about how, in this area specifically, the little birds that you see around actually have to, like, you have to kill the birds. And I'm really sad about it. I always hate doing it. And so I'm walking through here looking for secret areas, and there of course is one with a Venus flytrap that tries to kill me, and I kill it first. And then I almost forget about the rock, but it's okay. I went back for it. Get some Geo and head out once again. That guy popped up out of nowhere almost, and so I kind of was confused on where he was coming from. I heard the voice of him activating, but not him actually being there. But yeah, if you see all these little bird guys, unfortunately I will have to kill some of them later. I hate doing it. Even, like, any of the little guys that don't really do any damage, I feel so bad for killing them too. But I am a completionist, so I do in fact plan to complete the journal. Found this hidden geo here. Go down on the ground to get all the geo that fell. And continue on to the next room. I wasn't really sure what was supposed to be here. It looks like a secret passage. Oh, and there's Hornet, and away she goes. But down I go. And across this area with this bug. These bugs are just annoying. I like the design of them, but I hate fighting them because so many times they just go after me when I'm in the air or whatnot, and they're just so annoying to have to deal with sometimes. But I'm working my way slowly around, trying not to die to little guys. Collecting Geo as I can on the way. I was really worried that there would be acid right below me. There wasn't. But I got scared about it. I checked my map that I do not have. And I'm trying to see if there's any other way for me to go before I go to the right, but then I realized that there's not. I know that there's a platform below me, but I don't know where it is, and I do know that there's no acid below me here, so I switch paths. Just a little bit. Another one of these guys that I gotta kill. And platform that I missed twice. Platform. Platform. And now I can get up where I need to go. I really like jumping into the platforms and then just hitting them and knocking them down, and then landing on them as they're falling. Even if they land in acid, they float, so it doesn't matter. It's a guaranteed safe space, so I constantly just do that. I don't know why, but I didn't go back to pick up that Geo from the mob I killed, but I almost got hit there by that mosquito. These mosquitoes in this area are so much more vicious than in the last area. They just come after you. But I head up, make my way up, and I notice that, hey, there's Cornifer's map stuff, so let's go find Cornifer. And there he is. Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a human, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. Do I purchase a map? Of course I do. Because who doesn't purchase a map from Cornifer? And then I kind of look at the map, try and figure out where I could go. And at this point, I'm just kind of walking around. I forgot that this one falls into a pit of spikes, so I was a little spooked there, seeing the spikes at the bottom of my screen. And I missed the jump, so I have to go all the way back around to knock that over so I can actually get there without going all the way around. And I forgot the spikes were there. Moment of silence for me being dumb. And back I go to hit it again. This time I almost missed it again. But it's fine, we got it. Down I go. And I was trying to hope that both of them would get caught in that, but they didn't, so I just kind of killed that one on my own. A little unfortunate, but whatever. And here we go, into the teeth of the hunter, where I get the hunter's journal, finally. Tiny squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it. My journal. It will aid you. At first the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of the hunter. And he spits it out at me. So why not? I'll take it. The hunter's journal. So as I defeat new enemies, new entries are added to the journal, and slowly but surely I learn more and more about each of the creatures within it. I check this side for a secret entrance. I don't believe there is one, so I walk out and back into Green Path. Now, as I fall down, I did not realize there were spikes there, so I got a little scared. But not to worry, because the platforms come in clutch. So as I walk back, I jump directly into this mosquito's path, which was really annoying in the moment because I tried to jump over it and jumped directly into it somehow. It almost looked intentional. It was not. And I noticed that this one's trying to attack me as well, so I come up and kill it and decide to go over here. And there's Hornet again, and I was checking my map. So she got away. I try to chase after Hornet any chance I get because I think it's funny to be like right on her tail, but I didn't mean to fall there, so I get back up. And of course these guys respawn and they're really annoying because they just shoot you constantly. And secret! Those who stray from the White King's roads shall face the law of Un? I'm not really sure. I think it's Un, actually. Either way, I'm facing the law, apparently. As I go by, I just kill these guys because they're really annoying. Especially in the Colosseum battles, I hate dealing with them because they're always in so many different spots, and even though they're not heat-seeking, I swear sometimes they are. I don't know what I was looking for there, but I ended up coming up here to this Geo and killing this Venus flytrap, not without it getting a hit in first, of course. So, break this Geo pot, and back up I go. Following Hornet, let's go. And here's my first encounter with these guys, and I always forget that you can just hit them until after I've jumped over them and it's been too much. And I can't really catch up to them without dash, though, so I can't really kill them. But I make my way over, making my way downtown, you know? And there's another guy that I just jumped over because I didn't want to deal with it. And another one where I can't really jump over him. And there's Hornet again, so I'm running after her. And then I saw a shiny, and so I got distracted. But I can't reach that yet, so. Following Hornet all the way up. And as I go up, I get unlucky and get hit by this guy. Accidentally knocked the bush guy completely off of the map there. Was not intentional. And I saw that the bench was locked and I was worried, but don't worry, this unlocks the bench for me. And my map has been updated, so I take a look at it. And I keep going up. And I get a little worried because I think that this is a fight that I cannot take yet. I am not confident that I would win this fight without any sort of dash or anything. In fact, even with Shadow Dash, I almost died to the fight. So I'm getting a little concerned here because I think I'm going the wrong way. But I still make my way up just to check it out. And I get hit again by one of those heat-seeking missiles, I tell ya. They're so difficult to fight in this area specifically because there's nowhere really to hide from them. You just kind of have to either take it or dodge it. I almost got hit with the explosive powder there, but it's fine, we're good. I always assume it's kind of like a powder. I guess I don't know. But in my head, it's like a powdery kind of like a poof of just like dust, basically. I don't know. I don't know what it would actually be. It would probably be more of like a spore or something. The greater mind once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns so, in every bush and every vine, the mind of Un reaches to us. I decided it was Un. Why did I say Un? Either way, I get to this guy. I'm like, do I really want to fight him? And then I realized that the only way to really get to Hornet is to fight him, so I decide, why not? We'll try and fight him. I kind of forgot what his, what he had, what his moves are. And so I was struggling for the first little bit of this. I decided to use some soul while I was waiting for him to walk over to me very slowly, very menacingly. I jumped over him, ran away, healed up a little bit as I needed to. Almost got hit by that, but we didn't. We're good. I'm trying to get him to attack me here so I can actually hit him, and he's gone. I remember one of the first times I fought him, I died like 3 times, and then I told my friend that I beat a boss. And he asked, which boss? And I told him. And he said, that's not a boss. And I was like, what? It's a very hard fight if you don't know what you're doing. I died to him many times. Here I get really confused. Because it looks like I'm going back to Crossroads. So I checked the map to make sure that I'm not going back to the Crossroads. And don't worry, folks, I wasn't. But I make my way over, trying to figure out if this is even the right way or if I need to go back to Green Path. Because, again, I'm thinking I'm in the Crossroads at this point. I decided to trudge on and see what it could hold, and I rescue Zote. Let's go! Gigantic mosquito. Spawning in baby mosquitoes. This fight was the weirdest fight I've had with this boss because it screamed a lot. It summoned a lot. Like, normally it only summons like 1, maybe 2, and it doesn't ever really attack as those are summoned, from my experience. So it was just confusing that it would summon 2 right off the bat, and then another 2 right off the bat, and then another 2 so soon. But not to worry, because I got in the groove of it and I was able to actually get some hits in when it dove at me. I was kind of trying to make sure that it actually dove at me instead of just spawning stuff in, because I really hate dealing with small enemies, so dealing with just the big enemy was a lot easier. So I tried to make sure that it actually did just keep coming after me instead of spawning more enemies, but I don't know if that even is part of the mechanisms it has, so either way, I'm just dancing, waiting for it to decide on what to do. I was so glad it only spawned 1 here. And then I got distracted and missed the jump. But no big deal, because I have plenty of soul to heal with. And there it goes down. Time to talk to Zote, who didn't want to wake up for a minute, so I just stood there and waited. And there he is. Hello, Zote. Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Know this. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. Just Zote doing Zote things, you know. I talked to him again. What are you still bothering me for? I'm a knight. I'm not interested in your childish games. I need rest. Begone, lest I draw my nail. I love how he just kind of stares at the camera during this. Like, just look at him staring at the camera. Anyway, back in Green Path. I go back up to see if there's a little secret here or anything. There's not, so I just keep going. Into Green Path further. Into the depths, if you will. I forgot that I can just hit him and he will run the other way. So I took damage there. Unfortunate, but it's fine. And the secret! The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here we now shall wait, patient for the call to return. I healed a little bit because I realized that I was out of health. I almost ran away again. Thankfully I didn't, because I would have gotten hit. And there's another one of these guys. I decide if I really want to fight him, and I decide why not. It's another grub. I'll save the grub. And then I just kind of jump on this ledge and wait for him to come over to me, hit him with a bunch of soul, and then try to just take him out. And miss, but it's fine. I parry the block, get some extra soul from that, heal myself up, and knock him down. Grub is free! Another one. As I walk through this area, I once again forget that I can just hit them. For the longest time, I didn't know you could hit them. I genuinely just thought you had to dodge them or get hit. I thought they were like the worms, that they were just indestructible, you know? Anyway, I hit the stag station sign and decide to go pick up the stag station real quick. And of course I'm gonna spend some money to get the stag station. And that, my friends, is where I ended the video. Now, if you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and of course check out the playlist. I will have more Hollow Knight content coming out soon as my wrist heals up fully and I can actually play with the controller again. Check out some of the other videos where I collaborate with my partner on this channel, Astral, as well as check out our other channels. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye!